Yo, what's up everybody? This is Marcus from the Weekly Spot, and today's video I wanted to give my thoughts on the Crow remake slash reboot trailer.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
This movie was announced back in 2008, and back then Stephen Norrington supposedly was going to write and direct the Crow remake. And this is the guy who directed the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and the first Blade movie. But the movie was going through a complicated production process with various directors, screenwriters, and cast members attached at various points. But now the film is officially happening with Bill Skarsgård as Eric Draven, who you probably know him as Pennywise from the It movie that came out in 2017 in It Chapter 2, along with Rupert Sanders, who will be the director, who's mostly known for directing Snow White and The Huntsman and the live action A Ghost in the Shell movie. Now I don't remember much of the Snow White movie, and I've never seen Ghost in the Shell, so I don't really have much of an opinion of this guy. But the movie is finally happening, and we got a trailer. I watched it, and honestly, I don't really know about this one. And I've watched this trailer like multiple times, and I will say that it's got the action, it's got the violence, and from what I'm seeing, the movie doesn't look bad or anything. It got some cool moments, but like I don't know. It's just it feels like a Crow movie, but it doesn't feel like a Crow movie, if that makes any sense, because this is supposed to be like a remake or reboot of the first one, and I knew that there was going to be some changes, but they changed so much to where it doesn't really like have any resemblance of the first one. Like Eric Draven doesn't come off as Eric Draven from the original, and that's nothing against the actor. It's the character. Like going off of this trailer, he seems very different, and the way he looks, like people are going in on how he looks. I mean, the face makeup, like I don't mind the face makeup, but everything else is just, I mean, it's whatever. Like I've seen a lot of comments saying that he looks like Jared Leto's Joker. He looks like a SoundCloud rapper. But my favorite one so far is that he looks like Machine Gun Kelly dressed up like a Florida Joker, which I could kind of see it. Like I don't hate the look, but I'm not crazy about it either. I think it's okay. And as for the rest of the cast, you have Danny Huston, who's been in a lot of stuff, but just to name a few, he was in 30 Days of Night, he was in Yellowstone, and he was in Wonder Woman. And it looks like in this movie he's gonna play the villain, and it's not entirely clear on who he is. But I think it's safe to assume that he's not playing Top Dollar. But if he is, it looks like they're doing a different take on him, and it also looks like we're not gonna see these guys in the film. T-Bird, Skank, Funboy, and Tintin. Like it looks like they're not gonna be in this, but I could be wrong. And you also got the singer FKA Twigs, who I believe this is her second film. She did a film called Honey Boy, and in this film she's playing Shelly, and it looks like Shelly's gonna have a much bigger role here, which I think is cool. But I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling this. And I did watch some videos of people talking about this movie, and I have read some comments, and it looks like there are some people who are positive about this, or they're somewhere in the middle. But most of the reactions that this movie is getting, it looks like is on the negative side. And like I said, like it looks like a Crow movie. It feels like a Crow movie, but at the same time, it doesn't. Like because this is supposed to be like a remake, of the first one, and it just doesn't feel that way. And my thing is like The Crow has had 3 sequels, and each one has a different character, a different story, and the same thing with the books. So I feel like if this movie was a sequel or a continuation of some sort, you know, rather than being a remake slash reboot, then I feel like this movie wouldn't have that much of a negative reaction that it's getting. Or they could have at least made this a little more accurate to the book, because even though I haven't read the book, I did look it up, and I do know that the original is not 100%, you know, accurate to the book. Like they did make some changes, so I feel like they could have done that at least, because this feels like a whole new movie. I don't know. This trailer, like I said, it's got some cool moments, and it doesn't look bad, but there's really nothing about this trailer that makes me want to go out and see this. But those are my thoughts on the trailer, and I guess that'll be it for this video for today. But let me know what you think of the trailer. Like how do you feel about this movie? This is Marcus from the Weekly Spot. More content will be coming out soon, but until then, take care, everyone.